Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Sorry there was a glitch on my end, not exactly the intro that I expected or wanted. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so welcome in everybody. Let's see if I can still do this, shall we? Man. It's Wednesday. We're live and it's 5. And you know what that means, oh baby? It's time for the big S. Slime in the ice machine. That's right, man. I doubt anybody's going to get that reference, but if you do, welcome to the party, pal. And on that note, man, I got some really awesome links down in the description below that you guys might want to check out. My buddy's t-shirt shop is down there. If you guys need some awesome shirts, go check it out. See what he's got for you. Also, robotrecruits.co.uk is down there. tformers.com is down there as well. And if you guys seriously need somebody to talk to, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is down in the description below. Please use it if you feel like you need it. If you feel like you have a friend that needs it, send it over to him, man. Absolutely. Just use it, man. That's why I put it there, right? Let's talk about the Dragonfly, dude. Now, before I go into this, guys, I want to say thank you for bearing with me on this little over a month break that I took. Thank you for all of everyone who reached out. Thank you for all the heartfelt, basically everyone who asked if I was okay. I do appreciate it. Everyone who reached out, I really do appreciate it. And I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't think I'd be missed. I just kind of like packed my stuff up and went home, so to speak, right? It was just like, all right, whatever. But I do have a video coming out addressing all of that, where I was, what I was doing, why I took the break, all that stuff. But yeah, let's go through chat, man. Let's see what's up with everybody. What's up, Princeton Felix, man? Hope you're doing all right, buddy. He says, it's been a while since I could watch Input Live. No, he didn't say that last part. It's terrible Stained impression. But what's up, man, Prince? I hope you're doing all right. MC DJ is in the house. What's up, buddy, man? He says, who's this guy here, man? I don't know, man. It's a stranger. It's a stranger in paradise, man. Oracle Dream says, rest in peace, Marvin Zindler, Eyewitness News. Absolutely. Let's see. Princeton Phelan says, yo, Joe. Zihara Smith, what's up, man? Hope you're doing all right. Tony Martin in the house. He says, hey, what's up? Nice to hear your voice, man. Nice to see you, man. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good. It feels really good to be back. And honestly, I'll say this. I'm doing it live now because I was just kind of sitting here. I was like, I really want to talk about this Dragonfly, and I don't want to, make it part of like the Transformers news or anything like that. I really want to get my thoughts out there about it. So I said, screw it, let's do this, man. MC DJ says, this dude seems pretty cool. The wild card lives on, baby. Wildcard gonna be making more appearances, man. He's definitely gonna be in that video. He helped me write that video. That's coming up. And the legendary Robot Recruits is in the house. What's up, man? Hope you're doing all right. Now, you guys know I babbled on for the first 5 minutes, and I think I've babbled on enough. Let's talk about this Haslab Dragonfly, man. I don't know why I stumbled on the word fly, but I did. But hey, welcome to the jungle, I guess. Oh God, dude, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's been a month, okay? So bear with me. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about this. The Hasbro announced their newest G.I. Joe Haslab, okay? Hasbro is fighting for freedom wherever there is trouble. Hasbro will dare. Oh, dude, it's so bad. Oh, okay. Jeez. And they announced Wild Bill's Dragonfly, the XH, I think that's right, XH-1. I know dick about helicopters, just throwing that out there, except for the Apache, which Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 2 made a overwhelming announcement where he was like, huh? An Apache flying over civilian airspace? And it's like, that's an Apache. Okay, so that's what I know about helicopters, okay? But yeah, they announced this, and then they announced the price tag. Right here, we're going to look at this. $275, man. $274.99. There's a couple things I want to get off my chest about this. This thing is close to 3 feet long, right? Here we go. Over 2.5 feet long. Look at the dimensions on this. So my biggest question, and I'm really, really happy that this happened, because this isn't the only thing. I've had people send me a couple of screenshots of them scanning stuff in Target, and they're like Hasbro's pricing now, like their smaller Transformer figures are back down to $9.99 instead of $12.99. Their deluxes kind of seem to hit or miss. Some are $22.99, some are still $24.99. Their Voyagers are marked at $34.99, but they're scanning at $32.99. So I don't know who's to blame on that one. I don't know if it's a Target issue or Hasbro is finally listening to us, but they took the criticism to heart. And here we are looking at a 2.5 feet long, I'm going to say roughly 3 feet long Dragonfly. And for $275, and I'm going to take Wild Bill out of the equation. $25 figure. I'm going to say this helicopter is $250. Comes with all this accessories and everything. I think you guys know where I'm going. Why was the Car of Vengeance $350? $75 difference. And this helicopter is 3 times the length of that car, right? And the car was $75 more. So I think finally Hasbro is starting to hear our outcry on their pricing. I'm not going to say that's 100% for sure, but I will also say the proof kind of seems to be in the pudding here with what they are doing with this Dragonfly here at $275 with Wild Bill. And the other thing is, too, I don't think that, what was it, the Hiss Tank? The Hiss Tank hasn't shipped yet. And we've seen them do this before, right? With a lot of their Haslab, they did it with the Sentinel and Galactus, right? So basically they've taken more people's money, again, without sending the product out first, right? The first product out. So we don't know what the QC issues are on the Hiss Tank, if there's anything to worry about with the Hiss Tank or anything like that. And they're already asking for more money for more things to be backed. I don't think a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate should be asking anything from anybody to be crowdfunded at all. And I'm also looking at you, Takara, talking about that Optimus Prime. Nobody should be asking, if you're that big of a company, nobody should be asking anybody to be crowdfunding anything. Just put it on the shelf and be done with it. And if it sells, it sells. G.I. Joe vehicles, this thing backed over the course of something like 12 hours, okay? It hit its goal, and now it's sitting at roughly 11,000 and a half backers, okay? With 40 days left to go. G.I. Joe classified fans are hungry for vehicles, okay? 100% hungry for vehicles. This shows it, so put it out there. With all that being said, before I get any further in this, I'm going to check on chat. MC DJ says today can be Hasbro chat. Of course, TF News as well. MC DJ also says, I went in on 2 of these. Not a bad price for all what is currently. And you know it's going to reach all tiers probably. I don't think you're wrong in it reaching all tiers at all. And speaking of tiers, you brought that up. That's something that they did away with here is the early bird special tier, right? There's no like, Wild Bill in neon green colors and then a regular color. No, there's no early bird special here, right? Because I kind of feel like, if there was an early bird special, Wild Bill would have been it, right? And then it would have probably just came with like, some rando G.I. Joe like troop builder type of guy, right? And I know a lot of people were unhappy with the early bird special, and that's gone. That's awesome. So it does seem like they are listening to our criticisms. Let's see. Robot Recruit says, I would love to learn to fly a helicopter. Dude, that has been on my bucket list for a decade now. But I will say this, man. Lessons are not cheap. Tony Martin says, or you're just scared of the Pinkerton are going to come knocking again, so you're not bitching too much. Now hold on. I got to give credit where credit's due, man. You know this. If you guys know me, I give credit where credit's due. And don't worry, we're going to get to it. Don't worry. And if the Pinkertons want to show up, look, I believe in my Constitution. I believe in my Bill of Rights, okay? They're going to have a worse day with me than they would with that guy who gave them over the magic card. Let's see. Robot Crew says the Hiss tank is going to be tiny in comparison. Yeah. And speaking of that, how much? So, okay. I don't remember how much the Hiss tank was. I think it was like 300. I think it was. Okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong in this. But the Hiss tank is smaller than the Dragonfly. And I believe it was 300 when it backed. And I remember the Marvel Legends team when it came to them talking about the Engine of Vengeance and stuff. And they're like, oh, well, it's a different climate, a different era now. And the Sentinel and Galactus would be more expensive if we released it now because inflation. And they were just, they were just stupid about it, right? They're just saying all the wrong things. And I remember them saying that. And now here we are at a G.I. Joe vehicle 3 times the length. And it's $75 cheaper. So Marvel Legends team, you can take that pivot and then go into your dunce corner, okay? Let's just say that. MC DJ says, I don't think the Sky Striker had an early bird special either, if I remember correctly. Did it though? I want to say I might be getting the tiers mixed up on this one for the Sky Striker, but I thought the Sky Striker's early bird special was the guy, like it was a blue suit and he had never been released before, or was that one of the tiers? Let's see. 11, 5, 10 backers as of current, man. Okay, see, they're still gaining backers, so I do see them hitting that special. And MC DJ says $2.99 for the Hiss tank is spot on. Okay, so I was right. So here's my question for that. Okay, Hasbro is starting to show their hand here, right? They're starting to realize, like, we're not paying all this extra nonsense money-wise, right? Like, we're sick and tired of getting ripped off with inflation and shrinkflation. So I feel like they just went with the shrinkflation, right? And that's always kind of been their game, right? But I do want to know why the Hiss tank was $300, and if the Hiss tank is going to be smaller than the Dragonfly, why the Dragonfly is cheaper, and it comes with roughly the same gimmicks, right? Like, it's got the opening cockpit. You can open the driver's seat and the passenger seat both from the side, and then you can open it straight up. So you can open it 3 different ways. It's got the spinning propeller. It's got, the rotating turret on the nose gun. It comes with all the missiles. It's got lights and sound, or no, not sounds. It does light up with that 1980s, like Honda, Toyota, Buick green color. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, when those gauge clusters in cars would light up back in the 80s and 90s, and they would be that green color. This cockpit lights up the same shade of green. So like all the same gimmicks are here with the his tank, or with the Dragonfly that the his tank had. Why is this cheaper than the his tank? These are all questions that I have, and I know Hasbro will never answer it because Hasbro, like, they don't answer questions. You know, you gotta be in with them, right? For them to answer questions, or for them to even let you ask questions, you got to have an in with them, right? So it's a whole thing. But yeah, so let's take a look real quick at what the Dragonfly is offering, and we'll see, and then we'll get to if I feel like it's a good price on it or not. So we get Wild Bill here, and he comes with hairpiece. We've seen this with their Lady J, where you can like swap the hat and then put the hairpiece on. I don't like that. Just give me an alternate head, because I don't know. That's just stupid. I mean, it's a cool. I think it's cool in concept, but execution, I don't think it works as well. Just give me an alternate head. We do get all of the weaponry here. We do get the flight stand, the blast effects. And then, like I said, it does have a rotating propeller, and first time in 6-inch scale, right? It is 11 inches high, 34 inches wide, and 13.5 inches roughly deep. And here we go. Here's that neon green 80s coloring that, you guys know, man. You guys grew up when I grew up, man. You guys know what I'm talking about. And it also comes with like searchlights and stuff on the bottom. So again, a lot of the stuff that the his tank had, but this is cheaper than the his tank. We do see the working rotor blades here. This is all 3D rendered stuff. We get to see Wild Bill without his vest, without his 6-shooter holster. Got his name on his chest here. Knife and 2 revolvers, 2 6-shooters. Again, we get the innovation and everything. And the one thing that I don't know. I don't really see a way around this, but like the sticker sheet. Personalize your assault copter fleet with consumer applied labels for customization. I don't like, if I'm going to crowdfund something, paint it. I don't want stickers on it at all. I want, painted on decals or decals. That's what I would want. But if you're going to customize it, so I kind of see where they're coming from too. If you're going to order multiples of these, you don't want them all to look the same. You want Wild Bills to be the Dragonfly, and you want everybody else just to have like an XH1, right? Like, I can kind of see that why they went with the sticker sheet on that. So it's just like one of those things where I understand why they did it. I don't really see a way around it. And the only way, well, I will say the only way around it would be to have 2 different versions of it, and they just be given out randomly, right? But that would piss everybody off. So yeah, I don't really see a way around the sticker sheet, right? But I'm just saying I'm not a fan of the sticker sheet. We do have a working winch here, and no, I don't mean the bartender down the street. But let's see what we get at 13,000 backers. We get a Night Force Ripcord. I think this is Ripcord, would be Ripcord's first time in the line. And obviously we don't know who else we're getting here. But it is obviously going to be a retool of Wild Bill. You can see Wild Bill's lower half being used here. I don't really have an issue with that, if I'm being honest, because it is a helicopter suit, right? So if Ripcord's gonna have one, he would have essentially be wearing the same getup that Wild Bill would be wearing. So I really don't see an issue with that. I want to say this. I think a really cool character that should be in here would be a wetsuit. Because I think they just did, I don't remember who it was, but they just did the diver in the newest wave. And I think if you're going to do that, you can do a wetsuit here and kind of complete like that duo, you know what I mean? And then you can kind of do like wetsuit coming out of the water on the winch, right? Or saving somebody out of the ocean and stuff. As far as 19,000, I don't know, man. I don't know what would be a good unlock for that as well. Princeton says, keep asking questions. You might disappear like Jimmy Hoffa. I might, man. I might. I tell you though. I tell you what. I won't disappear with the money though. See, Robot Croods, just wondering how it's going to scale with the striker and the hiss. I know the striker was a 3 3/4 thing. So I kind of feel like the striker, you shouldn't even compare it to the striker, right? I mean, the hiss tank for sure. That's one of my, I don't want to say worries, but one of my questions here as well is, how is this going to scale with the hiss tank? And we didn't see any side by sides with this and the hiss tank, almost as if the hiss tank isn't ready yet. So again, we've seen them do that stuff. Oracle Dream says they'd have to come through me, and I'm a state employee. What was I trying to say? Porta potty? I don't know. Questions will be asked. MC DJ says, what's crazy is Hasbro treats G.I. Joe as the redheaded stepchild compared to other series, compared to their other brands. They are just under Transformers, in my opinion. Dude, I really don't disagree with that sentiment at all, if I'm being honest. I kind of feel like the classified line, I won't say it's dead, but I kind of feel like it's somewhat of a dud, right? Because you got, how many Dukes have there been now? Like how many Dukes and Lady J's and Snake Eyes and all this stuff? I kind of feel like while they're doing things with like Tiger Force as like Target exclusives and stuff, I really feel like they could be diving a lot deeper into the lore at this point, because I mean they're on 70 figures for the line, I think it is right now. It just kind of, I kind of feel like they're holding back with classified, and they really shouldn't be. They should have vehicles all over the place already. They should have characters that are like super random characters, like well, what's the Snake Eyes apprentice chick, right? Like, why not have her? Why not just throw her out there? Why not do, like the color changing Flint already? Like, just start throwing just everything out there and just really, really go ham with it. Especially considering like G.I. Joe is what really saved Hasbro back in the day, right? So a real American hero. And dude, and I will say this, what would be super cool for them to do is do the original Joe, the original G.I. Joe guy, right? Like the figure, and put him in classified as 6-inch figure and give him Bruce Willis's likeness. That would be awesome. What's up, Blue Raccoon? Hope you're doing all right, man. Been a Dinobot. He says, hey, Input, been a Dinobot age. It's been a minute, man. Let's see. But let's keep going down. I think that's it. We get a look at Ripcord here. I don't really have an issue with it. I like the face sculpt, at least the render of the face sculpt here. I like the night vision goggles. I like the mask, the guns. I mean, I don't really have an issue here. Shout out to Valaverse, who did the clips, and here we go. We got a human scale now, and I had to, when I saw this yesterday, I had to look up how big this helicopter is in real life, because I was kind of like, that kind of seems like it'd be small with Wild Bill standing here. But no, actually, it's pretty accurate scale-wise from what I could see from all the pictures that I found of it. So yeah, it's pretty accurate. I want to say it's like 90% scaled. I don't know, but maybe it's just like the angle of Wild Bill and stuff here. But yeah, it is pretty accurate to real life scale. We get more. I think that's it. Yeah, more Ripcord. And at 13,000, we get to see who is the next Joe in the line. I think it'd be really cool, man, if they did like a hidden unlock type of deal where it came with like Cobra stickers as well. And you could have, like, if you got two of these, you can have like a Cobra version and like a Joe version. That'd be super neat. Really interesting if they did something like that. Blue Raccoon says, where were you? I got a video coming out, man, that will talk about all of that and address all of that. Don't worry, man. Blue Raccoon also says, on my community, I've got some posts you may want to see, as well as the bio to one of my OCs. Oh, dude, yeah, I'll take a look. What's up, M3? Says, listening and driving, man. Hope you're driving safe, buddy. C says, I did not back this, but it looks great. Oh, you did it. Man, dude, when I saw this, I immediately thought of you, dude. And I was like, if anybody gets this, it's going to be M3. I know it. So you got to tell me, man, I know you're driving, but like you get at a stoplight or a stop sign or whatever, you got to let us know why you decided not to back this. Now let's get into, do I feel like this is a good price? At $275, I kind of feel like I don't think it's terrible, okay? And the reason why I say that is because, look, we saw, and I'm going to take Wild Bill out of the equation here. So I'm going to make this $249.99. Wild Bill is not in here because he's a $24.99 figure at retail, right? So he's definitely added into the $275. But as a vehicle alone, okay, Todd McFarlane was like, hey, the Engine of Vengeance for $350 is a Batmobile for $60. Fuck you, Hasbro. Ha, 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 ha. Right? And then he shot himself in the foot. All the goodwill that he had went right out the door when he made the Batwing $250. And the Batwing did nothing. Just a hunk of hollow plastic that did absolutely nothing. It came with a stand. You can hang it on the wall so you can reenact the 1989 scene where it flies into the clouds and gets back to the moon and then falls. Okay, yeah, okay, Todd. Yeah, that's cool. We all know you love Batman. We get it. But at $250, Hasbro was like, hey, Todd, you remember that time you made a Batmobile and made us look stupid? Check this out real quick. So I think that in terms of looking at it of what's on the market right now, I don't think a $250 helicopter that lights up with the working propellers, with the blast effects, with the stand, and how big this thing is, and it being cheaper, way cheaper than the Engine of Vengeance, cheaper than the Hiss tank that they did, and arguably, I mean, this is pretty much in line pricing wise, I feel like, with Galactus and the Sentinel, right? Because the Sentinel, oh man, I forgot how big it was, but I think it was like 28 inches or something tall, and then Galactus was even bigger than the Sentinel, as he should be. But yeah, so I kind of feel like this is in line with that pricing. So I don't think at $250, and like I said, I'm not including Wild Bill in that, I don't think this is bad for $250. Now, if this was released at retail, right, you got to think, man, if you bought this, you would want the pilot, you would want Wild Bill, right? It's kind of like, you know, if you're buying a wrestling tag team, you can't buy Jeff without Matt, right? You got to have them both, and this is that situation. So I don't think at $275 before tax, I don't think it's a terrible price. Now, with all that being said, we do have to think about the Hiss tank hasn't shipped yet. There are concerns that I do have with this because, like I said, the Hiss tank hasn't shipped yet at all. We don't know what the QC is on that. The Sky Striker had QC issues out the ass. Star Saber had QC issues out the ass. And I get it, two different teams, but it's the same company, right? G.I. Joe Classified has been showing QC issues here recently with CoverGirl's arms just falling off, just, you know, not wanting to stay on. So there are concerns here that I do have with this. But that's pretty much it. I don't think it's a bad price, but I do have questions and I do have concerns about it. Let's see. What's up, Trans Aaron? Trans Aaron says, I got one back. I got one back. I know you're stoked about it, man. Blue Raccoon says, I've been diving but kept crashing. The Batman reference. I got you. In the streets of Los Santos. What's up, JSP, man? Hope you're doing all right there, buddy. Princeton says, wish they would go without the lights and make it cheaper. That is a very, very good point. I have seen that brought up by a lot of people, is that these gimmicks aren't going to be used while it's sitting on a shelf. So why not just cut them out completely and save the costs on the molding and the tooling and everything else? And that is a very, very, very valid point. Because if you guys don't know, the wiring and the lights and everything, it has to be thought of in the tooling and in the molding process and stuff of where those wires are going to run, so they don't get pinched and clipped and stuff. But yeah, I mean, even at $250 without the lights, I think without the lights it'd probably be what, $200, maybe $175, and I feel like that would be pushing it. And at $175, $200, this would fly, dude. This would be like the early days of classified, where you couldn't find anything, and Target employees were hoarding them in the back and jacking up the price on eBay and stuff. Robot Recruit says, I want it to be a real flying drone with real launching missiles. What's up, Caldeo, man? Hope you're all right, buddy. Let's see. JSP says, problem is that Hasbro wouldn't necessarily release tag teams automatically. The Crimson Twins are sold separately. That's true. That's true. And that's weird, because I kind of feel like they should have been a 2-pack, you know? And they weren't. So, like, it's weird decisions, man. It's weird decisions. Princeton is asking, am I going to get it? I'm not. So, like, I've already been out on Hasbro's products 100%, and I'm going to address this in the video. Like, you know, the break video, I guess you call it, or whatever. I was going to talk about this. But no, I'm not getting it at all. I'm not buying Hasbro's products, and I've been saying that for a while. But ever since the Pinkerton situation, it's just really absolutely made me not even like be tempted by any of their stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, but also I do understand that people don't care about the Pinkerton thing. They don't care about, like, you know, Hasbro's like evil doing, so to speak, quote unquote. They just want their toys and stuff. And I get that too. Let's see. Blue Raccoon says, my Walmart still has 86 Starscream for $55. I was at a Ross the other day and I saw him for $15. I don't know why Walmart still has it for $55. JSP says, with or without that price point is still too much. Could offer 2 molds, says MCGJ says, could offer 2 molds, one with and one without. That's a great, dude, that's a great idea, and I'm not even going to lie. That is perfect. And I want to address this, like I said earlier, I don't think $250 for this thing is terrible, especially when we saw, like, when Todd McFarlane got greedy with that Batwing, you know, and it did nothing at all. Like, the Batwing did nothing. And Hasbro's like, we're going to make a helicopter, and it lights up, and it propeller spins, and you get these blast effects, and you get this, and you get the stand and everything else. So when I say I don't think it's a bad price, I am comparing it to the Batwing. But yeah, I think at $250, I don't think it's a terrible price. I do think it could be cheaper. And like Princeton was saying, why not release it without the lights and the sounds and the gimmicks and everything else and make it cheaper? I definitely agree with that. Let's see. Princeton says, if it was $200, I would buy 2 of them. Blue Raccoon says, I think it should go on clearance. I'll probably get 2, send them to you. You can customize them as a Seeker OC, new paint, same guy. Are we talking about the Starscream? Okay. Yeah, dude, just hit me up. Work something out. MC DJ says, I'm all in on this compared to other Haslab projects. and what we are getting and will get, I think the price is good if the quality is. And that's my point, is like, we haven't seen the Hiss tank yet. We saw the QC issues with the Sky Striker and haven't seen anything with the Hiss tank at all. And that's what worries me, because Hasbro does have a history of continuing to take people's money on things and not giving them the first product to kind of test to see if they want the second one. You know what I mean? Keldeo says because Walmart's cheap. Walmart is cheap when it comes to stock, they let it rot. MC DJ says when they do the when they do the Red Royal Guard Crimson Twins, I heard it will be a 2-pack. Okay, see, that makes sense. Blue Raccoon says, as for throwing accessories, I'll give them to my local toy shop for credit. Trent Aaron says, hell, the artist is out. The artist is out already. I have one inbound. What is the artist? What is that? Trent Aaron, you got to tell me what the artist is. The Arctic Bat. The Arctic Bat. What is that? That's the classified bat that's like the snow and camouflage. Yeah, the Arctic Bat. Duh. Princess says, are you going to go the Rise of the Beast movie and we'll have a live stream discussing it? I will probably do a live stream on it. I'm not going to go see it in theaters. I'm just not a theater guy anymore, to be honest, since COVID and everything. It just kind of, I don't know, like the appeal of going to a movie theater just hasn't been there because of it. And it's not necessarily like a COVID thing. It's just, especially, and I think the biggest thing with it is like, because if I wait like a week, I can save $20 or $50 or whatever it is I end up saving by just streaming the movie. But I do plan on doing a live stream discussing Rise of the Beast and thoughts and theories and stuff like that after I see it. Yes. Oracle Dream says we could at the drive-in input. Oh, we could go to the drive-in. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be an experience. We could go do that. Also have some Earthspark theory also today as my friend's B-Day. Well, happy birthday to your friend, man. Oracle says, and we could stream from our phones. Stream the movie? Wait, what do you mean? Stream it to your phone, like at the drive-in? Like, don't they have like that big 90-foot long screen or whatever? Caldeo says, my thoughts on A Rise of the Beast is a pretty mid. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not expecting a whole lot from Rise of the Beast. I love the Bumblebee movie. I thought it was done really well. There are parts where I was kind of like, okay, but I just kind of, rolled with it. But overall, I think it was a good movie and a step in the right direction. But Rise of the Beast just felt like all the trailers and stuff that I've seen just kind of felt more like another Bayverse movie, right? Like just, it's overcrowded. It's not really focused on one character or like a group of characters. It kind of feels like it's going to be all over the place, kind of like the Bayverse movies, like the later Bayverse movies. So I don't know, man. We'll see. I'll see if it's any good. I'll give you guys my thoughts on. You guys know how it works, right? Let's see. Keldia says, I mean, you can watch it on your phone at home. Oh yeah, okay. I got you. Blue Coon says, FBI, open up. We have you surrounded. Oh no, the Pinkertons are here to take my Dragonfly away that I got early. No, they can't have it because I bought it. Okay. He says, put the phone down and no one gets hurt. Oh, man. Oh, guys, I don't know what else to talk about. Like I said, I wanted to get my thoughts and concerns about this out of the way. Just kind of out there on this Dragonfly. And I kind of thought it would be a good kind of get back in the mix kind of thing and whatnot. And so I don't know. Let me know if you guys are backing this, if you have backed it, if you're not backing it. Let me know your reasons why for all of it. I'm really curious on what you guys think about it and what you guys, like I said, did you guys back it? I want to know why. If you guys didn't back it, I want to know why. If you guys are thinking about backing it but haven't backed it yet, I want to know why, man. Let's keep the discussion going. And let's see. MC DJ says, my treat. As Macho Man said, no more questions about it. So, yeah. Let's see. Trent Aaron, ching. Got the cash machine opening up over there, man. But yeah, guys, I got some stuff. Links are down in the description. Down below, got my shop at midnight. If you guys want some badass t-shirts, go check it out. And it's not my shop at midnight. It's the name of the store. My shop at midnight. That's my buddy's t-shirt shop. We got robotrecruits.co.uk. If you guys want to check them out, man, they ship to the U.S. So if you're tired of like BBTS and you're tired of like TF Source and I'm brain farting on everybody else who sells giant robots, go to the one who sells giant robots at robotrecruits.co.uk, man. Check it out. And as always, we got T-Formers down below. Check out the website, tformers.com, if you're tired of all the drama over on TFW 2005 and over on Sabertron.com because they're so angry at each other about who got to be on the special features of the DVD back in 2005, then go to tformers.com, man, and not deal with all that BS, Bahama mama drama, baby drama and stuff. And also, guys, if you guys need any kind of help, you need somebody to talk to, 100%. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline is down in the description below. If you feel like you need to talk to somebody, if you feel like you got a friend or somebody like that that needs to talk to somebody and you just feel like you can't help them enough, the phone number, copy, paste it, call it, text it to your buddy, email it to them, whatever it may be, send it out to them. And see, Princeton says, still debating if he will back the Dragonfly. Size and cost is a factor. Absolutely, man. I totally understand that. What's up, Big M, dude? Sliding into home. And see, did I miss anybody else? Oh, and Robot Crew says, I love me some bacon, man. We all love bacon. But yeah, guys, check out the descriptions. The links and all that stuff is down there below. And let's see. I gotta figure out how to end this thing. I don't remember how to do this. Hold on. Where to go? Okay, yes. I will see you guys next live stream. Wednesdays, regular time, starting again next Wednesday, regular time, 3 p.m. And also, guys, I will be going over toy news, not only Transformers news, but toy news as a whole. So, yeah, absolutely. Hope you guys looking forward to not just Transformers talk, but action figure talk, okay? And yeah, I'll see you guys Wednesday. And like I said, I got the video coming up explaining why I took the break. And to everyone who reached out, man, and kept me in their thoughts and prayers and all that stuff, I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I didn't think I'd be missed. I didn't think I'd need to do a community tab or anything like that. And but yeah, as always, guys, I will see you guys on Wednesday and all that awesome, good, crazy stuff. Stay safe. And yeah, be good to each other, man. That's about it.